y'all, this is the look that we're going to be doing today. I'm super excited about this look. I was kind of bummed because I didn't get to video last week because I got my truck broken into and all my makeup was stolen. So yeah, that's that. I mean, I did video, but it was just kind of just disorganized and everything. I was getting phone calls about my truck, where everything was, all that. So I tried to video with the makeup that I had at my house, but I just decided to call it off and give y'all a better one this week. So I'm super excited about this one. Got some new lighting, so let me know what y'all think about that. I think it makes the quality a lot better. But y'all comment below and tell me what y'all think. I'm also excited because I got a bunch of new makeup. So it's gonna be partially a Sephora haul mixed with the tutorial. So we'll get started and I'll show y'all what all I got, and then we'll jump straight into the foundation and doing all of that. So super excited, y'all. If y'all like what y'all see, then stay tuned and I'll see you on the next video. Okay, so to start off, we're gonna go through the Sephora bag. So excited to get makeup back. Get rid of that tissue paper. All right, so let's start with, obviously I got a new beauty blender. Love it. Got the Anastasia Brow Wiz, of course. It's the only one I ever use. And I got some foundation. I got the Hourglass Vanish Seamless Finish Foundation Stick. I've heard a lot of good stuff about it. I'll show you the package. Supposedly it is very, very good. When I swatched it, it felt very good. It's super, super smooth. Feels like silk. Looks like this. I love the packaging. So I'm also a sucker for packaging. If it's cute, I buy it. But I've heard a lot of great stuff about that. So we'll try that one out. And I also got the Hourglass Veil. This is just a liquid foundation. It's kind of creamy. Again, here's the package. It has a very silky feel to it. Let's see, I'm gonna swatch it for you. Well, that was kind of a lot. But it's very full coverage. But it's super, super, super dewy and just has a great feel to it. All right, then I love Bite. I'm so into Bite right now. So the lipstick package, this is the tester one. I thought I'd get the tester before I get the big sizes because you get four little testers for the size of like one tube, and there's actually quite a bit in it. So I was kind of excited about that. Look how cute. It's so cute and little. Look. But it's 4 different shades. These are the shades of it. So I'm really excited about that. We'll try those out today. All right. Also got the Benefit bronzer in the shade Dallas. Yeah. This is what it looks like. It's like a bronzer blush kind of thing, but I've heard a lot of great stuff about this also, so I'm really excited to try it. I got a lot of new stuff that some of it I've never tried before, some of it I have, but I thought I would kind of branch out and get some new stuff since I lost all my old stuff. So yeah, so I can find a bunch of new products that I like. Here's another Bite lipstick. I actually got this one for free at the checkout because I have so many points. It's inevitable. I'm like on their rouge whatever after like 2 months of the year. It's bad. This one's a bright red. That's really pretty. I love that. All right. Then I got an Urban Decay lipstick. I've heard a lot about their Vice lipsticks and seen a bunch of them. I've tested a few of them and I like them a lot. So I ended up getting one of their lip pencils in the shade Insanity. Super pretty. It's like a pinky nude, which is my favorite. And I got the lipstick to go with it. It's the Vice lipsticks. I love the packaging of this. Oh, let's see. Oh gosh, I have to spit it in this one. It's like taped up at one end. So, ooh, so pretty. That's the bottle. And this one will match that lip liner. So pretty. I love it. Love, love, love. So excited to try all these lipsticks. Alright, and last but not least, I got the Naked Skin Concealer by Urban Decay because it's my favorite and I knew I would need it. So I got it in the shade Medium Light Neutral. So yeah, that concludes the Sephora haul. So let's jump in to the foundation and get started. So excited. Okay, so to start off, I'm gonna be using the Hourglass foundation stick, and I'm so excited about this. It is so cute. Like, I just love this packaging. Like, I'm like a sucker for packaging because if the bottle's cute, I buy it. All right, so I'm just going to put some of this on my face, and I actually love this foundation. It is waterproof, which I just found out because I got up to check my camera and realized that it was never recording. So I'm gonna be taking my damp beauty blender and going to kind of push this into my skin. I love the damp beauty blender because the beauty blender, it's just great. Like, you can use it wet or dry. I prefer using it damp just because I get the more dewy effect. Like, today I didn't do a primer because I put on moisturizer after I exfoliated this morning and I didn't want my skin to be super oily. So instead I just dampened my beauty blender, and this will give me the more dewy effect like a primer would, depending on the primer you use. Now, if you love primers, go with primer. It's really always up to your skin type. If you have very dry skin, you always want to prime. I actually absolutely love this foundation. Like, it is so good. It feels like skin. Like, it feels like I have nothing on. Even whenever I touch it, it feels like I have nothing on. And it is waterproof because I just tried to scrub it off because I had to refilm, and it took a makeup remover wipe to get it off. Like, I got my face wet, wiped it with a rag, and nothing came off, so that's nice. Especially great for summertime. Sorry, my poor puppy. When she gets overexcited, she starts to like breathe weird, so that's why y'all just heard. All right. God, I love this. Always make sure you go up into your hairline because if you don't, you will have that little halo of white because your skin is way whiter underneath your hair. But if you're very, very blonde, be careful getting onto your hair. Like, don't get in your hair because if you do, you will have that orange-brown line on your hairline, and that's not good. All right, so to conceal, I'm gonna be using my favorite Naked Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer by Urban Decay, and I'm in the shade Medium Light Neutral. Make sure y'all really watch y'all's shades on the concealer because if you don't, you can go with the wrong shade. Lately I've been seeing a lot of people using a cool toned concealer when they have warm skin tones, and it is not the right undertone to be using as your concealer. Yes, it's lighter, but you don't want to use a cool concealer on a warm skin tone because the undertones of a cool concealer are blue and it will come across as just completely different. It won't look like your skin. It will just, it's gross. It almost looks like a fish, like, because it's like shiny and it's just, after you put like a highlighter on top of it, it's bad. So make sure if you have warm skin, go with warm concealer. Bottom line, that's it. So I'm gonna be taking the damp beauty blender again, and I'm just going to be kind of bouncing this into my skin. When you work with your concealer, you don't want to sweep because you want to leave this on your skin. You want to push it into your skin. And the damp beauty blender is good for this also because having the moisture in the beauty blender, it's not picking up as much product because it's completely full. So it works really great. I'm gonna use the corner to get up underneath my eye, get really, really close. When you're doing concealer, you really just want to go on all the places that the sun hits, which would be your chin, upper lip, nose, forehead, and under eyes. Under eyes mostly just to get rid of your bags, because I get really dark circles right in the inner corner. That's why I always go in twice with my concealer and really hide those dark circles. Okay, and to set that, I completely forgot to mention that I got the Laura Mercier loose setting powder whenever I went to Sephora. I guess I just set it to the side and didn't even realize it, but I absolutely love this setting powder. It's probably my favorite so far. I got the tester size at first because I'm kind of iffy on setting powders. A lot of them I just don't like, and after I finished up the tester one, I just had to get the big one. So totally recommend this one. It's great. And yeah, it's super lightweight, doesn't have the flash. Whenever you like take a picture, it doesn't reflect the flash, which is also really good because a lot of times people will get a setting powder that reflects flash, and that's whenever like you take a picture with your friends and you look back on your picture and your face looks like a blank sheet, like it's just white. So you always want to make sure you get one that does not reflect the flash. So just gonna pat some into the top and going to go right in. Just gonna set my foundation with this. Like I said, I just love it. It's so good and it makes your skin look flawless. Alright, so now that we're set, I'm going to be going in with that new bronzer that I got by Benefit. I'm kind of excited about this because I absolutely love my Laura Geller bronzer, which I'm going to definitely have to get. I was so sad that that was in my bag. They got stolen. But I'm excited to try a new one because I was like die hard for that Laura Geller one. So trying to think this good. Just gonna go in back in with the same brush that I used for the translucent powder, and I'm gonna go right in on my cheekbones. Oh my god, this smells so good. Oh, I already like it. I like this because it's like a blush and a bronzer kind of at the same time. But actually with that you do need to be careful because if it has too much blush in it, your face will look really red. I like this though. It has a little bit of a shimmer, so it has that dewy effect. Make sure you get down on your neck and under your jawline. And I'm gonna do the little pinch. I'm gonna go in right on my nose. And actually, this one came with a brush, which I should try. I'm gonna try it. It's like this little contour brush. So, might as well try it, right? It's kind of cute. Just going on the sides of my nose. Tip. That's a lot. I'm not sure what I think about that brush. Kind of have a lot on it. That's okay. Whenever that happens and you get like a lot on your nose or anywhere, you can go back in with your translucent powder and get quite a bit on your brush and just sweep back over your brush. It's gonna look like your nose is all white. Let that set for a second and then get all the product off of your brush. Just make sure you get all the product off and just sweep downwards and then it'll take some of that depth out that you put in there with the bronzer. All right, yay! Let's move on to eyes. We're gonna start off with the eyebrows. I always start off with my eyebrows because I just feel like once you get your eyebrows having a good shape and looking a little more uniformed, it helps with the eyeshadow and how it looks. So I'm just gonna go in and I'm going to brush my eyebrows in the shape that I want and go right in with the brows. And I'm in the shade Taupe. My eyebrows are so much darker than my hair. Everyone always thinks that I'm a natural brunette, but I'm not. I just focus mainly on my outer part of my eyebrow because the inner part is already super dark. So I just go in, kind of even them out a little bit. I'm gonna go in with the other side, brush this one out. My eyebrows grow so fast and they get so long. I have to trim them all the time. And if I wanted my eyebrows to look good every day, I'd have to pluck them every day because that's how fast they grow. Like within a week, I'm like hairy. It's bad. Just going to go on the outer part of my eyebrow and even them out. All right, good to go. Gonna move on to the eyeshadow. So to start with my eyeshadow, I'm gonna be going in with the Tartelette In Bloom Tarte palette, which thank God this is still in my truck. I'm gonna be going in with Flower Child just to start off my color. This is gonna be a good base color to go in. You always wanna put a base color. That way the rest of your eyeshadows blend really well. And you just put this all over your lid. I like going with a little bit lighter because I know I'm gonna be going darker in my crease, but that gives me that little bit lighter up by my eyebrows and in the corner of my eyes. After I do that, I'm gonna be going in with a really small Eco Tools brush. I'm gonna be going in starting with a Rebel. Kind of this warm, nice fall color. I'm gonna be going in, start on the outer side. And I'm going to just go straight into defining my crease. When you do this, you really want to try to keep the color going from the inner part of the color of your eye out. You don't want to go too far in because that'll drag your eyes down. So I'm just going to go in here. And don't be disappointed because doing a cut crease, you have messy stages. You really do. That's really with most eyeshadow looks. If you are doing a smoky eye, you always have that middle stage that it's just like, this is not gonna turn out good and you just wanna wipe it all off. But just stick with it because it's all about blending. You just wanna go in. Right now I'm going in, making my line, and then I'm gonna blend up. I'm gonna blend up, I'm gonna blend up because I'm not wanting any of the darkness on my lid. You can always go back in and clean it up with lighter shades, but don't give up, guys, because you always have that awkward stage. All right, then I'm gonna be taking a little bit fluffier Eco Tools brush, and I'm just going to be going in little circles and going up. You just wanna blend up. I'm gonna try to stay away from the inner corner. Once you have less product on your brush, that's when you go down and in. You don't want to push too much product up in there. Because you want the corner of your eyes to be very bright. Keeps them looking nice and open. Always with the cut crease, make sure you blend up. You don't want to blend down on your lid because then that'll be extra dark pigment that you don't want to have to try to get off. So then going back in with the same small brush, I'm gonna be going a shade lighter with Leader in the same palette. Starting from the outside, I'm gonna do the exact same thing. Just going to follow the same line that I made the first time. Okay, then with that same brush, a nice fluffy one, we're gonna do the exact same thing. Just blend upwards. Blend, blend, blend. There's never too much blending. That's like half of makeup. Half of makeup is blending because you don't want to have those lines. You want to make sure that it's nice and soft and smooth. All right. Then going back in with this same small Eco Tools brush, we're gonna go right up to Activist in the same palette. We're going to load up our brush and dust off the excess powder that would possibly be fallout. Gonna go right into the outside and follow that line again. Once you have like the first line, it's easier to go in with the darker colors, because it's like a little guideline. You don't have to worry about going in too harsh or anything like that because you know exactly where you need to put it. All right, and going back in with the fluffy brush, we're gonna do the exact same thing. Just keep on blending. Blend, blend, blend. All right, I'm gonna go back in with Activist one more time. I don't wanna go with the darkest shade on this palette because I don't want it to be too dark. Really, it's up to you. You can always go in with totally black if you wanted to, or you can make it brighter than this. But I'm just gonna go in and kind of deepen the color that I already have on there. So I'm going back in with the Activist. Putting the most pigment on the outside. Always remember that. Make sure you don't start from the inside or you'll have a really hard line. All right, and back with the fluffy brush. Going to keep on blending. I always blend the outside first. I think it helps just with leaving the pigment on the outside rather than pushing it to the inside. Just kind of once your brush picks up most of the product, then it's not gonna bring it into the inside and darken the inside corner. All right, now we're gonna go in with the bright color. All right, so for the cut crease, I'm gonna be using this Buxom shade Champagne Buzz, and I'm going to get this little brush from Eco Tools and I'm gonna get it wet. That way this becomes more of a foil color shadow. I just got it wet, dipped it into a cup of water. I'm just gonna go right on here, just like this. And it creates more of a foil color. And I'm gonna go right into the corner of my eye and I'm gonna go out. So when you're using the lighter colors, you're gonna put the most pigment towards the inside and go out with the color. And we are just going to meet up with the dark shade. And when I do this, I like to sweep the excess product up and bring it up to my brow and slowly blend those two lines right here. That way, it's a slow transition. I don't like the harsh line on the inside corner of a cut crease. I just like having it, when you look up, it being two defined colors instead of having that line right here. So with that said, I blend up and bring it right into my eyebrow. And I even sometimes like this. I love getting the highlight color up by my brow. That helps define the brow and draw the eye out. You want all the attention to be set on your eyes. All right, so moving on to the next eye, I'm gonna get that brush wet again, and I'm gonna go right back into this color. And it's nice and wet, if you can see that. That helps make it a foil color. I'm gonna go right into the corner and do the exact same thing. Blending it up to the brow, just like that. I always put the bright color in the inner corner. Really helps draw open your eye like that. And then I'm gonna go back in with the little Eco Tools brush. And I'm not gonna put any more product on it because it's gonna have plenty on there for what I'm doing. I'm just gonna take this, and with the one that's already dry, I'm just going to stroke outwards. And with the excess product that is on there, it'll help smooth out that line. And I'm gonna move over to this one, and I'm gonna do the exact same thing. Just kind of buffs out that line to where it's not so harsh. And it's the perfect amount of product on the brush to do this. Just like that. All right, so let's move on to eyeliner. For eyeliner, I'm gonna be using this Tarte brush. It's their eyeliner brush. It's really nice because I always get mine wet, and so it makes the tip really pointy, which is super nice whenever you're working with eyeliner. So I'm just gonna get that wet, and I'm going to dip it into the Smoke Show color in the Tartelette palette. Sorry, it's kind of broken. It fell, and thank God it's as much as it broke. Definitely was a little nervous. So I'm just gonna dip that into the water and put that right into that shade. I'm gonna go straight in. I'm gonna start on the outside. And slowly bring it in because I don't want to go all the way to the corner. I want it to just kind of slowly fade into that corner. I'm gonna lift my eye just a little bit with this by bringing a point on the outside. It's not necessarily a cat eye. It's more of a little wedge just to lift the eye a little more. I'm gonna go back in with the water and go back in with the Smoke Show. I'm gonna do the exact same thing on the other side. All right, then we're gonna go in with the small brush that we used for the shadow because there's not much product on it at all. And we're just going to buff this out, just like that. Just buff it upwards. And then we're gonna smoke out just that little corner. slowly draw the product in. And do the same on the outside. Make sure you apply the most pressure on the outside corner and then release pressure whenever you drag it in because we're not wanting much product on the inside. So there's the liner. Move on to lashes. Okay, so going in with the lashes, I'm gonna be just coating my lashes lightly with the Voluminous Hydrofuge L'Oreal. It's waterproof, love it. And I'm just gonna be going light coat. All right. And I'm gonna be going in with Ardell. On the package it says Glamour, but right here it says Wispies. It's really just, this is how they look and I absolutely love them. I pre-cut them so they are fit to my eyes. I'm gonna take the Duo glue. It's the clear one. Comes out white and it dries clear. It's my favorite. I'm not huge on the black one because sometimes if it gets a little messy, you can see where the glue is and I don't like that very much. So I'm just going to get a little bubble of that. A literal bubble. Gonna get a little bubble and I'm just going to lightly coat the lash line. Just like that. So you want it to be very light and you want to coat that and then you're gonna let it dry for a good minute. Whenever you put it on just directly, it will slide. You definitely want to let it sit for just a little bit so that the glue can get tacky. That's the best way to do it. That way when you place it on your eyelashes, they stick and they don't slide at all. I found a new Starbucks that I didn't know of, and so far it's my favorite. They make some great coffee. Sometimes I'll go in and I'll get a coffee and they'll put like too much milk and it won't be strong enough because I like my coffee really strong, but it's so good. It's the best coffee I've had in a while. All right, just gonna go straight to the middle, place it on there, push the outside one on, push the outside one on first. And this gives the inside time to get a little bit more tacky. I'm gonna take my tweezers. I'm gonna push that right on there. See, when it's tacky, it sticks. When you put it on right away, it'll pop up and it'll slide and you won't get it on how you're wanting to. Onto the next side. We're gonna do the exact same thing. Just like that. All right, then once you do that, you're gonna go back in with your mascara and you're just going to wiggle at the bottom and pull up. All right. There we go. Lashes are on. Let's move on to lips now. All right, so I'm gonna go in with the lip liner 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil in Insanity. Can you see that color? Love it. All right, so just gonna go in. I'm not huge on a really defined Cupid's bow, because I like my lips to look a little bit more natural. So I keep my Cupid's bow exactly how it is. Alright, got a little bit on the inside. My lips are so dry today. Okay, then I'm going to be going in with the Urban Decay Vice lipstick. If I can get it open. In the shade Safe Word. This is a matte finish, which will look really, really good with the shimmer eyeshadow, because you want the focus point to be your eyes. So, just gonna go right in with Safe Word. The pigment is so creamy, so good. And I've heard a lot of good stuff about the Vice lipstick. Supposedly, even though it dries matte, a lot of times matte will dry out your lips, but this is called Comfort Matte, and I've heard that because the pigment is so creamy, even though it dries matte, you're still having that moisture on your lips, and it's not going to crack, it's not going to just wear over time to where it just cracks and kind of falls off your lips. It's going to be nice and creamy all day, but you will have that matte finish, so I'm excited to see how it works. It feels great. Alright guys, so that concludes this look. I hope y'all enjoyed it as much as I did. I absolutely love the Hourglass stick foundation. That one is by far one of the best products that I've used in a while. So I definitely recommend that one. It feels great, feels just like skin. So yeah, I hope y'all got some tips and tricks out of this video and hope y'all enjoyed it. Also, let me know what y'all think about the lighting. Make sure y'all comment below. So yeah, if you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and subscribe for me and comment below what y'all want to see next. Can't wait to see y'all next week.